Hello everyone. So in this video report, we will discuss interactionist theory cognitive. The cognitive interactionist approach views language learning as an individual cognitive effort. The possibility of learning occurrence is dependent on learners' cognitive capacity as a result of input, interaction, nurturing, and output. So, ang learning occurrence is nakadepende lang siya sa learner's cognitive capacity, no? According to VYGOTSKY'S in Sociocultural Theory of Cognitive Development, in the early 20th century, Vygotsky developed a theory of cognitive development in children. So, Vygotsky's sociocultural theory development, no? Cognitive development in early childhood is advanced through social interaction with other people, particularly those who are more skilled. So, no, ang cognitive development sa mga childhood is mas ma-enhance siya, mas ma-improve through with the interaction sa laing tao. So, mas particular gyud tong more naaygoy skill, no? So unlike Piaget's theory, no, Vygotsky's proposed that social learning comes before cognitive development in children, no, and that children construct knowledge actively. Vygotsky's cognitive theory postulates that social interaction is fundamental cognitive development. Vygotsky's theory comprise a concept such as culture, specific tools, language, and thought, interdependence, and the zone of proximal development. So, Vygotsky's cognitive development theory argues that cognitive abilities are socially guided and constructed. Culture serve as a mediator for the formation and development of specific abilities such as learning, memory, attention, and problem solving. So, key concept of Vygotsky's sociocultural theory of cognitive development. So, Vygotsky's concept of zone of proximal development. Vygotsky is most recognized for his concept ZPD in the context of the cognitive development of children. No, so zone of potential development refers to the range of abilities an individual can perform with the guidance of an expert but cannot yet perform on their own. So that's all in my part.
My assigned topic is all about three different stages of the ZPN. ZPN means zone of potential development. 1. Task a learner cannot accomplish with assistance. These tasks that are outside of the learner's zone of potential development cannot be completed even with the help of an expert. So, if the task is not within the learner's zone of potential development, then the expert may to decrease the level of development and find tasks that are more appropriate given the learner's skill level. Number 2. Tasks a learner cannot accomplish with assistance. When a learner is close to mastering a skill set required to complete a task but still needs the guidance of an expert to do so, they are considered to be in their zone of proximal development. So, according to Vygotsky, an expert may use various techniques to help the learner better understand the concept and skill. Kinahanglan jud na nga maka-perform ka sa imong kaugalingon sa mga task. Number 3. Tasks a learner can accomplish without assistance. The learner is able to complete the task independently and has mastered the skill set required to do so. So, ang pasabot ani nga the learner does not need the help. So, dili na kinahanglan sa mga learner na mo help pa kay makabuhat ra sila sa ilang kagalingon. Makabalo sila kung unsay gihatag o ma-master nila ang skill nga gihatag nila. So another po is some factor that essentially in helping a child in the ZPD. So ZPD means zone of potential development. More knowledgeable other. The children can receive instruction from the more knowledgeable other during the learning process. So ang estudyante dahil po makareceive jud sila mga instruction nga knowledgeable sila sa lain during sa mga learning mga process. Ana example pa diri, a 6 years old knows how to ride a tricycle but cannot ride a bicycle unless his father holds on the back of her bike. So ang children daw makabalo siya mo drive pero gunitan sa father kung primero pa kad nga nagpractice, so kinahanglan jud nga nag-drive nimo napadyoy mo alalay or mugunit sa imuha. Kay nag-ingon pa si VYGOTSKY diri, this child is the zone of proximal development for riding bicycle. So kini nga bata napadyoy ni siya sa zone of proximal development. But with her father help, the child learn to balance her bike. So kay naman iyang papa nagtabang nga mabalance iyang bike, so makabalo jud siya. Pila ka kuan mamaster na jud siya. After the practicing, the children can eventually ride the bike on her own. So makabalo na jud siya mo drive sa iyang. Next, VYGOTSKY. As children are given instructor or show how to perform certain tasks, they organize the new information received in their existing mental schemas. So, nag-ingon pa sa VYGOTSKY nga ang kinahanglan jud ang mga bata nga naa jud sila mo tudlo, deserve jud sila makabalo sa mga task nga ilang gipambuhat. So, kailangan pa jud nato tudloan. Next, concept of more knowledgeable others. So, na po concept ang more knowledgeable others. VYGOTSKY, SOCIOCULTURAL theory emphasizes that the children learn through social interaction that include collaborate and cooperate, dialogue with someone who is more skilled in the task they are trying to learn. So, ang concept of more knowledgeable others, so makalearn according to VYGOTSKY, ang mga bata daw makalearn sila sa social interaction, like na-include na diri ang pag-collaborate, pag-cooperate sa mga dialogue, sa mga ipanghatag na task nga makabalo pud sila na kaya po nila o makabalo jud sila kadugayan kung naadyo mo instruct niya. More knowledgeable others. Adjust the level of guidance in order to fit the student's current level of performance. May utilize direct instruction. Example diri, as the children gain more familiarized of that task and become more skilled at it, the more knowledgeable other may then provide less guidance. So gina-example diri nga ang children daw nakagain og more familiarities sa mga task nga ilang gipabuhat og nahimo po niya become more skilled at it. So kanang knowledge daw na knowledge jud siya nga kay naa man nag-provide niya. Concept of scaffolding by VYGOTSKY. VYGOTSKY concept of scaffolding is closely related to the concept of the ZPN, Zone Potential Development. Refer to the temporary support given to a child by the more knowledgeable other that enable the child to perform tasks until such time that the child can perform this task independently. So, man knowledgeable jud ka kung the more ka nga magtudlo sa child, the more pud sila makabalo until pila na ka time na nimo siya natudlo. So, kadugayan jud makabalo na jud siya nga siya ra jud magkuan ana magbuhat.